In this video, we can find different stages of present simple tense. In other words, presentation, practice, and production. What is present simple tense? We use the present simple to talk about things in general. We are not thinking only about now. We use it to say something happens all at the time of repeatedly, or that something is true in general. It's not important whether the action is happening at the time of the speaking. When we use simple present tense, it's important to know about certain grammatical rules. The first grammatical rule is about verb conjugation style. We refer the present tense using the base form of the infinitive without to. In general, in the third person, we add the s in the end of the verb. The word order in affirmative sentence to construct a basic sentence in English in simple present tense is subject, verb, the rest of the sentence. Spelling for the verb in the third person differs depending on the ending of the verb. There are three cases. The first case is about verbs that end in letter O, letters CH, letter SH, double S, X, or Z. We add letters E and S in the end of the verb. For example, goes, catches, watches, kiss, eats, has. The second case is about verbs that end in consonants plus Y. We remove letter Y and add letters I, E, and S. For example, Paris, study, carries, worries. The first case is about verb that ends in vowel plus letter Y. We just add S. For example, plays, enjoys, and says. The second grammatical rule is negative sentence in simple present tense. To make a negative sentence in English, we normally use don't or doesn't with all verbs except to be and modal verb. Let's see some examples to understand this rule. In a affirmative sentence, you say, you speak French. In negative sentence, you say, you don't speak French. You will see that we add don't between the subject and the verb. We use don't when the subject is I, you, we, or they. Another example is in affirmative sentence, you say, he speaks English. In negative sentence, you say, he doesn't speak German. When the subject is he, she, or it, we add doesn't between the subject and the verb to make a negative sentence. Notice that the letter S at the end of the verb in affirmative sentence disappears in the negative sentence. We will see the reason why below. Now, it's important to know about negative contraction. Don't is equal to say do not. Doesn't is equal to say does not. For example, I don't like meat is equal to say I do not like meat. There is no difference in meaning, so we normally use contraction in spoken English. In negative sentence in simple present tense, it's important to know about word order of negative sentence. The following is the word organ to construct a passive negative sentence in English in the present tense using done or doesn't. The structure is subject, done or doesn't, verb, and the rest of the sentence. Now, let's know about verb. The verb that goes here is the base verb of the infinitive. Is equal the infinitive without to before the verb. Instead, the infinitive to have is just the have verb. Remember that the infinitive is the verb before its conjugate, and it begins with to. For example, to have, to eat, to go, to live, to speak. Some examples of negative sentences with don't or doesn't are: you don't speak Arabic. John doesn't speak Italian. We don't have time for a race. It doesn't move. They don't want to go to the park. She doesn't like fish. The first grammatical rule is about question in the simple present tense. To make a question in English, we normally use do or doesn't. It has no translation in Spanish, but it's essential to show we are making a question. It's normally put at the beginning of the question. Let's see some examples to understand this rule. In an affirmative sentence, you say, you speak English. In question, you say, do you speak English? You will see that we add do at the beginning of affirmative sentence to make it a question. We use do when the subject is I, you, we, or they. Another example is about doesn't. In affirmative question, you say he speaks French. In question, you say doesn't he speak French? When the subject is he, she, or it, we add doesn't at the beginning to make the affirmative sentence question. Notice that the letter X at the end of the verb in the affirmative sentence disappears in the question. We will see the reason below. We don't use do or doesn't in question that have the verb to be or modal. Now it's important to know about word order of question with do or doesn't. The following is the word order to construct a basic question in English using do or doesn't. The structure is do or doesn't, subject, verb, and the rest of the sentence. Let's understand about verb in question in simple present tense. The verb that goes here is the base verb of the infinitive. Is equal the infinitive without to be before the verb. Instead of the infinitive to have, it's just have verb. Remember that the infinitive is the verb before its conjugate and it begins with to. For example, to have, to eat, to go, to live, to speak. Some examples of questions with do or doesn't are: do you need a dictionary? Does Mary need a dictionary? Another thing to learn about simple present tense, it's important to know about practice. There are many strategies to practice with simple present tense, so the students control their learning. Some strategies are dialogue, textbook with grammar exercise, tales, daily routines, songs, videos, guesslings, presentations, tongue twisters, and rhymes. Finally, the last stage to learn or teaching any topic is production. In this part, the students can practice in free form. For that reason, they elaborate all they want at the same time. They use present simple tense. Some suggestions are dialogue, tales, daily routines, videos, guessing, presentation, contest, and rhymes.